Hi, Isabel Litzler, Pleiad HC, the place to be to develop your skills and grow your potential. And today's topic is building up an international career. So I want to give you 3 tips today on how to build your international career. So step number 1 is really to stay mobile as much as you can. And I know it gets more difficult, especially once you settle down and maybe you purchase a home, etc. But if you want the international career, you want to keep the mobility going. You want to go for the job content, the challenge, and not the comfort. And again, it's sometimes of a challenge, especially if in a family setting where there's also other people involved. But I'm just giving the recipe of how to build and how to keep an international career. So the mobility factor will be required by the company. That's going to be a huge part of growing your career. So if you don't have this mobility factor, probably companies cannot offer you the same type of career opportunities as someone who would have the open mobility. So that's a reason maybe why your career is stagnant or you're not really moving to the next stage. Number 2 is you want to start young. So if you want to have the better chances, it's going to be hard to pick up an international career past a certain age because you won't necessarily have this kind of a profile and you will be seen more as a local and not someone that would necessarily add value in an international setting. So what I would suggest is to start young, maybe 25 or once you're out of school. You want to start getting international assignments at that stage. Anywhere an international assignment is always a plus in a career, especially when you're starting out. It's showing that you're open-minded, that you're someone who wants to learn. You've already experienced other things, so that means your mind is also going to be culturally, intellectually, the type of a person that maybe can resolve complicated problems for a company. So if you have done international schooling, for example, in your university years, or if you have, again, taken international assignments, it's always a plus. But at some point, I think people get to that stage where they don't want that anymore. So that happens to everyone with international careers. I think it's great between 25 and 35, but after that, usually people are looking for more stability. They want a place that they can call home. They want to stop living in their suitcase. So it's just the thing that comes with it. If you want to have an international career, it's going to be great between 25 and 35. After that, you probably get a bit tired of it, early 40s or so. Some people keep doing it for a while, but just be aware that you will hit that stage where you don't want it anymore. I think it's part of life. So that's why I recommend to start young because, an international career when you're in your late 30s, early 40s, you have a family, you have responsibilities, it's still possible, but it's going to be a huge challenge. It's going to be stress, obviously, to be out of the home. So I would really suggest to start young, build up your international career young, and that way, people will keep offering you also very exciting international opportunities. But just be aware that this international career may not fit very well with a family type of a project. So that's why you have to look at everything and see what's the most important to you, what's going to be driving you within this lifetime, because I think the two, again, will not mesh well together, especially with children, because international careers do require a lot of energy. You have to travel a lot, you have to be available, etc., etc. Number 3 is always favor job content over location. And again, when I work with people who want to have a job in Switzerland, it's not really what they want to hear, because in Switzerland it gets quite comfortable. You have a good salary, you have good career opportunities. People get extremely comfortable and it becomes very, very tough for them to even consider a job 100 kilometers away from where they are. So it's the problem with great locations sometimes when you are an international professional, is that you get stuck in your development because of comfort. And comfort doesn't go well with opportunities, challenge, growth. Usually when you're too comfortable, you stagnate is what happens. So you don't want to be too comfortable. Otherwise, you won't be challenged. You won't be motivated to leave this comfort. I mean, it's human. If you have everything you need, it's going to be tough to say, I'm going to leave all that to go somewhere, in the middle of nowhere to work on a new project. So again, I just want to make that clear in this video. There's international career does not mesh well with family, and it does not mesh well with comfort. So it's just some things that you need to be aware of when you make these decisions in your life of what you want and what type of a career. It has its challenges. Then if you're someone who's following somebody who wants an international career, it's that's where it's also a challenge for you to find a job as the training spouse and for the family, etc., etc. So I think all this needs a whole conversation. So again, feel free to post a message below. Are you an expat right now looking for a new career opportunity? Are you wondering what would be a next step for you? I also have one-to-one sessions that we can book via my website, pleiadhc.com. I will talk to you soon. Thanks.